Hi everyone, and thank you for joining me today for Library Storytime. So glad you're tuning in. Today's theme will be chickens. I thought that would be fun. I have a favorite book, and after I read that one book, we're going to have a little puppet play, and I hope you like it. It's going to be called Chicken Forgets. So, some fun facts about chickens. They are the most bird species on Earth. There's more chickens than any other bird species. And the record number of eggs laid by one hen is 7. 7 eggs laid in one day. That's the record. Our craft this week will be a basket, a nest, as we might say, a nest for the chicken. And parents, this is great for dexterity and hand-eye coordination. You'll have a string attached, and with that string then, you can sew the nest together, which will be such a great activity. You're going to sew, you can color the nest, then you can sew the nest together either way like this, or I guess you could do it like this as well. And after the nest is sewed together, we'll bring it out. We'll put some nice green grass in the nest, and then you'll have a chicken that you can color and put in your nest, and I think you'll have some eggs you can glue on here as well. So please come in and get your craft, and it's really a great craft because of the sewing and the hand-eye coordination project. So that's our craft, and so thank you for joining me today. Our first book is called Charlie the Chicken, and it's a pop-up book by Nick Dinchfield and Ann Parker. Charlie the Chicken. Charlie the chicken eats lots of barley. That's why he has such a big, fat tummy. Look at Charlie's tummy. Charlie the chicken eats lots of wheat. That's why he has such a big, strong beak. Charlie the chicken eats lots of corn. That's why he has such great big feet. But if you think Charlie the chicken is big, wait till you see his mother. She's bigger, isn't she? And that's Charlie the chicken. This book is so fun, it deserves another read. Let's do it one more time. Charlie the chicken. Charlie the chicken eats lots of barley. That's why he has such a big, fat tummy. Charlie the chicken eats lots of wheat. That's why he has such a big, strong beak. Wheat beak. Charlie the chicken eats lots of corn. That's why he has such great big feet. Feet, wheat, that rhymes. But if you think Charlie the chicken is big, you should see his mother. She's big. She's really big. And that's the story of Charlie the chicken. I like that story. Well, we're going to have our puppet show next. And when it's over, the story time will be over. So, just so you remember, this is going to be your craft. And you can come in to the library to get your nest that you're going to sew together. You'll have everything you need to sew your nest together. You'll have some green grass and a chicken to color, and I think there'll be some eggs you can either glue on or put in the basket too. So, great. I think you'll do a marvelous job on that. And so now, let's have our puppet show. Chicken Forgets by Miska Miles. Chicken, said the mother hen, I need your help. I want you to go berry hunting. I need a basket of wild blackberries. Oh, yes, Mother, I'd like to go berry hunting, said the little chicken. Okay, then take this basket and please fill it with wild blackberries. But, little chicken, sometimes you forget. So this time, please keep your mind on what you're doing. Please don't forget. I won't forget, the little chicken said. I'll hunt for wild blackberries. Little Chicken started across the meadow, and just because he didn't want to forget, he said to himself over and over, get wild blackberries, 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 get wild blackberries. I don't want to forget, so I'm just going to say, get wild blackberries, get wild blackberries, get wild blackberries, get wild blackberries. When Little Chicken came to a narrow river, there sat the old frog. Croak, croak, what are you saying? Oh, I'm saying, get wild blackberries, get wild blackberries, get wild blackberries, get wild blackberries. Oh, croak, croak, you shouldn't say that. Oh, what should I say? You should say, get a big green fly. Croak, croak. Chicken went on his way across the pasture singing, get a big green fly, get a big green fly, get a big green fly, get a big green fly. Get a big green fly, get a big green fly, get a big green fly, get a big green fly. Now when Little Chicken crossed the pasture, there was Goat sticking his head through the railings. Hey, what are you singing? Oh, I'm singing Get a Big Green Fly. That's not what you should be saying. Oh, what should I be saying? Why, you should be saying get green weeds. That's what I like. Oh, okay. And Chicken went on his way singing, get big green weed, get big green weed, get a big green weed, get a big green weed. Get a big green weed, get a big green weed, get a big green weed, get a big green weed. Get a big green weed, I don't want to forget. Get a big green weed, get a big green weed, get a big green weed. Bzzz. Along came Bee. Bzzz. What's that you're singing? Said Bee. Oh, I'm singing get a big green weed. Bzzz. Oh, that's not what you should be saying. Oh, it isn't? What should I be saying? Bzzz. You should be saying get some wonderful clover. That's what you ought to be saying. Get some clover. Oh, okay. And Chicken went along his way singing, Get some clover, get some I don't want to forget. Get some clover, get some clover. Get some clover, get some clover, get some clover, get some clover. Get some clover. Just then, Robin flew down to the ground. Hey, you shouldn't be singing Get Green Clover. Oh, what should I be singing? Why, you should be singing Get Wild Berries. I know where there's a big patch of delicious blackberries. Oh, that's wonderful. That's what I want, some big, juicy blackberries for my mother and me. Thank you. I'll follow you. And so Robin took off. And Chicken followed his shadow on the ground until they came to a big patch of blackberries, juicy blackberries. And so Robin ate till he could eat no more, and Little Chicken filled his basket with juicy, plump blackberries. Oh, thank you, Robin. I'm on my way now to take these blackberries to my mama. And so Little Chicken took off through the cornfield and the pasture. Ooh, I'm getting hungry. And Little Chicken ate 5 blackberries. Then Little Chicken went across the pasture and across the narrow river. Ooh, I'm still hungry. And ate 3 more blackberries. Got wild blackberries, got wild blackberries, got wild blackberries. And finally, Chicken arrived back in the chicken yard, and there was Mother. Mother, look, I've got a basket full of wild blackberries. Mother said, well, the basket's nearly full. You did great, little one, and I'm so proud of you. You remembered. And Little Chicken said, oh, I remembered because it's easy to remember when you really try. Oh, I'm so proud of you. And Chicken was so proud of himself, too. I got wild blackberries. I got wild blackberries, got wild blackberries, got wild blackberries, got wild blackberries. Mama, they're so good. The end.